Right then, so by now you've probably all seen Infinity War. I would imagine so, anyway. And if you haven't, then clearly you're not a Marvel fan. But that being said, a lot of people have been reporting on numerous deleted scenes and aspects from the story which were changed, reworked, and altered further down the line. One of which is actually quite interesting. You would have seen it from the title. We all know, because we've seen the movie, that Spider-Man teams up with Iron Man in space on Titan. This is obviously one of the key plot points to the movie, and obviously it leads to Spider-Man disappearing into nothingness, and it's quite a profound moment in the film, or so to speak, for a lot of people. But it actually was very close to not being Spider-Man at all. In fact, it was set to be the one and only Falcon, Anthony Mackie's Falcon. What was going to happen was that he was going to be the one that would team up with Tony Stark on his trip into outer space, and then obviously would have ended up on Titan. And off the back of that, we can assume it would have been Falcon that disappeared into absolute nothingness, as opposed to Spider-Man. This was revealed to us by Stephen Marcus and Christopher McFeely, the writers on the project, whilst they were speaking to Yahoo. And what they said was the following: there was one version where Spider-Man did not go to space, and where Falcon went to space, and it was fun, it was interesting, and it's always great to have those guys in various situations, and there was a lot to do with them in both situations. But we weren't getting as much emotion as we could if we brought them back to people who know them. So that being said, I completely agree why they removed that aspect to the movie and obviously went to Spider-Man instead. I can't imagine Falcon being that great in this scenario. They wouldn't have bounced off one another quite as well as Spider-Man and Doctor Strange. And obviously when Spider-Man does die, the emotional weight that carries would have been lessened quite a lot. And it is an emotionally impactful moment in the film. For some people, I've heard a lot of people saying that they disagree and they don't really care that much about it at all. But for me, it was one of the moments which carried a substantial emotional weight behind it out of most of the, emotional moments that the film was supposed to have. So I'm glad that they didn't have Falcon. But that being said, I want to pose a question to you. How do you think Falcon would have ended up in space? How do you think it would have gone down? Drop all your thoughts down below in the comment section. As always, guys, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I've been Mr. H, and I will catch you in the next video.